So let's take a look at a very minor topic, important but very minor topic in mathematics, which is heights and distance, which is a part of basic trigonometry. So before I start this topic, how many of you have actually studied trigonometry in school? Have you studied trigonometry in school? Yes. Okay. Majority, almost everybody is saying yes in 10th standard. Okay. So, in trigonometry, did you study heights and distances, the problems of heights and distances using trigonometry? Yes. Okay. So, do you remember all the formulae and the fundae of trigonometry and heights and distances? Okay, now I'm getting no's also. पहले तो yes था, अभी no's भी है. ठीक है, चलो. One thing, trigonometry, if learnt properly, is very easy to understand and actually very interesting, because this is one of those chapters which has a very practical application in real life, right? Trigonometry is one of those things which has a very practical application in real life. So if you remember it, good. If you don't, excellent, no problem, right? It's like a blank slate is what Uvesh says. Don't worry. Even if you are blank, today we will fill in the blanks. We'll remember everything, right? So I'm going to start from the very basics. एकड़े A से start करेंगे, and then we will see how to solve problems. The good news, it's not very complicated and it's not very frequently asked. Very rarely it's asked, but if it is asked, we should be able to do it. So trigonometry is all about the ratios in a triangle, right? Trigo, tri. So it is all about a triangle, right? So in trigonometry, we usually consider a right-angled triangle, right? So in a right-angled triangle, out of all the three sides, we know that one of the angles has to be 90 degrees, right? That is known as the right angle. So in this triangle, supposing I consider this particular angle as theta. So when I consider, let us say this is triangle A, B and C. I name the 3 points A, B, C, where B is my right angle and angle C is theta. So for angle C, the opposite side, the adjacent side will be BC. Adjacent means nearby. So the nearby side is always known as the adjacent. The opposite side is the one which is सामने के side, and the 90 degree का सामने वाला side is always known as the hypotenuse, right? The side opposite to the 90 degree is always known as my hypotenuse. तो hypotenuse को छोड़ के this other बाजू वाला side is known as the adjacent side, and the remaining, the one which is on the opposite side, is by default known as the opposite side. So if I change my perspective, if I say that this is my angle theta and I name these three P, Q and R, right? So for theta angle R, which is the hypotenuse, right? I'm saying angle P is the 90 degree angle, the right angle. So which is the hypotenuse in this case? No, Shrut. Remember, 90 डिग्री का जो सामने वाला साइड होता है, 90 डिग्री के जो सामने होता है, that is always your hypotenuse, right? So एंगल का जो बाजू वाला साइड है वो adjacent, एंगल के बाजू opposite, but 90 डिग्री के सामने is always your hypotenuse. So in this case, RQ is the hypotenuse, right? Adjacent and opposite change हो सकते हैं एंगल के हिसाब से, but 90 degree का सामने वाला side is always known as your hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the word used to describe the side which is opposite the 90 degree angle. Did everybody get this? So opposite and adjacent वो तो change हो सकता है, लेकिन जो 90 डिग्री के सामने वाला साइड है उसी को हमेशा हाइपोटेनस कहा जाएगा. Are we clear on this? So here, because I take R as the angle, so R का बाजू वाला साइड RP is my adjacent, R के सामने is the opposite, and बाकी this is always the hypotenuse. right? Now, Manya is asking a question, can the adjacent be called the perpendicular? Now remember, right, whenever we have a triangle in which we have the angle at the base, when we say this is the angle, we call the adjacent as the base and this as the perpendicular. So the adjacent is not the perpendicular. Technically the opposite is the perpendicular and the adjacent is known as the base. Manya, the hypotenuse remains the hypotenuse, the adjacent side is called the base and the opposite side is known as the perpendicular. Do you get it? Okay. So, remember, in this particular angle, when theta is the one at the top, when the angle is the top, then hypotenuse to yahi rahega, but this side will be known as the base and this side will be known as the perpendicular. Right? So, base ka opposite side is the height. Yes. So, in a 90-degree angle wala triangle, because the hypotenuse is opposite 90 degree, which is the largest angle, so by default the hypotenuse will be the longest side. In a right angle triangle, the angle of 90 degree is the largest angle and the side opposite the largest angle is always the longest side. So yahan pe by default the hypotenuse also becomes the longest side. Yes, Moksh. In a right angle triangle, Arsh, correct. In a right angle triangle, because the right angle will be the largest angle, so the hypotenuse by default becomes the longest side. So are we clear with what is the hypotenuse, what is the height or perpendicular or adjacent or opposite or base? All these terms, right? Okay. So adjacent, opposite and hypotenuse. Now, trigonometric ratios क्या होते हैं? Whenever you are given a right angled triangle, let us say ABC, right? So here AB is one of the sides, BC is one of the sides and AC is one of the sides, right? तो किसी भी दो साइड का लेंथ अगर कंपेयर करोगे, there will be a ratio. Supposing I say the length of BC is 3, the length of AB is 4 centimeters, the length of AC is 5 centimeters. So can I say BC upon AB is a ratio? It is 3/4. Can I say AB upon AC is a ratio? That is 4/5. Can I say BC upon AC is a ratio 3/5? कोई भी दो साइड्स को ट्रायंगल में लोगे, you take any two sides in a triangle, you compare their lengths, the two length will have some ratio. So specific names are given to the ratio, right? And these names of the ratios are trigonometric ratios. So sine is nothing but when you compare the length of the opposite side with the hypotenuse. Cos is nothing but when you are comparing the adjacent with the hypotenuse. And tan is nothing but the opposite with the adjacent. So let us say I have a right angled triangle here, right? ABC is my right angle triangle, where I say this angle is theta, correct? So for here, this is my adjacent side, BC is my adjacent side, AB is my opposite side and AC is the hypotenuse. तो इस थीटा के लिए साइन थीटा का मतलब क्या है? साइन थीटा इज नथिंग बट द वैल्यू ऑफ length of opposite side divided by length of hypotenuse, where theta is the angle. So opposite upon hypotenuse is sine adjacent upon hypotenuse is cos. And here you can see, if I take sine divided by cos, that is opposite upon hypotenuse divided by adjacent upon hypotenuse, hypotenuse cancel हो गया, opposite upon adjacent is tan. So you can also say sine divided by cos is tan. Sine divided by cos is tan. Did you get this? I'll give you an easier way to remember this. I'll teach you an easier way to remember this. But as of now, do you remember this is what we would have got? Sine is opposite upon hypotenuse, cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse, and tan is opposite upon adjacent. तो इनका उल्टा भी होता है. ऑपोजिट अपॉन हाइपोटेनस की जगह हाइपोटेनस डिवाइडेड बाय ऑपोजिट कर दो तो साइन का उल्टा इज कोसेक, कॉस का उल्टा इज सेक, एंड टैन का उल्टा इज कॉट. रिमेंबर, कोसेक इज शॉर्ट फॉर्म ऑफ कोसिकंट, सेक is the short form of secant, and cot is the short form of tangent. Tan is nothing but tangent. Tan is the short for tangent. So cot is the short for cotangent. So cosecant or cosec is 1 upon sine. Secant or sec is 1 upon cos or 1 upon cosine. And cot or cotangent is 1 upon tan, that is 1 upon tangent. Sine का उल्टा cosec, cos का उल्टा sec, tan का उल्टा cot. When I say उल्टा I mean 1 upon, reciprocal. Are we together till here? यहां तक समझ में आ रहा है? These are nothing but values of ratios. Now, if I want to remember, how do I do it? Right? Remember, we'll have some basic formulas. Some of our basic formulas. Sine square plus cos square is 1. Now, remember, how do I get it? It's very easy. If this is a right angle triangle, my drawing is bad, but if this is a right angle triangle, can you say by Pythagoras' theorem, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square? शिव, प्रीवियस स्लाइड कौन सा? ये वाला कोसेक साइन कॉस वाला, ये वाला. कोसेक इज 1 अपॉन साइन, सेक इज 1 अपॉन कॉस, कॉट इज 1 अपॉन टैन. Okay, now, as I was saying, in the right angle triangle ABC, can I say AB square plus BC square is AC square? So, let's divide everything by AC square. If I divide everything by AC square, so what do I get? AB, if this is the angle theta, opposite upon hypotenuse, it is nothing but sine, so sine ka square. BC upon AC, BC is adjacent upon AC, so adjacent is cos, and AC upon AC, ये तो 1 हो गया. So Pythagoras theorem से ही बनता है sin square plus cos square is 1. सबको अगर हम sin से, सबको अगर हम cos से डिवाइड करें तो sin square by sin square is 1, cos square by sin square is cosec, 1 upon sin square is sec square. So from the same formula I can derive 1 plus tan square is sec square and 1 plus cot square is cosec square. But all these three formula are nothing but Pythagoras' theorem. Did you get this? Sin square plus cos square is 1. ये तो हो गया अपना पाइथागोरस थ्योरम. अब साइन स्क्वायर को भी कॉस स्क्वायर से डिवाइड करो, कॉस स्क्वायर को भी कॉस स्क्वायर से डिवाइड करो, एंड 1 को भी कॉस स्क्वायर से डिवाइड करो, तो साइन बाय कॉस हो गया tan, कॉस बाय कॉस हो गया 1, 1 बाय कॉस हो गया सेक. और उसी तरह साइन कॉस इज इक्वल टू 1 को सबको अगर साइन स्क्वायर से डिवाइड करते हैं तो वी गेट द थर्ड फॉर्मूला. सो ऑल दीज थ्री फॉर्मूलाज are nothing but variation of Pythagoras' theorem. You just have to remember, सिर्फ एक याद रखोगे, sin square plus cos square is 1, तो बाकी का दोनों फॉर्मूला डायरेक्टली डिराइव कर सकते हो। सबको साइन स्क्वायर से डिवाइड करोगे तो एक फॉर्मूला मिलेगा, सबको कॉस स्क्वायर से डिवाइड करोगे तो दूसरा फॉर्मूला मिल जाएगा। द ओनली थिंग, साइन स्क्वायर प्लस कॉस स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 1। दिस इज नथिंग बट पाइथागोरस थ्योरम। डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दीज थ्री फॉर्मूला? Got it? Good. Chalo. Now, let's understand a trick. Like I said, this is angle theta, right? उसको हम base बोलते हैं. This is known as perpendicular and this is known as hypotenuse. प्रसन्ना, LHS is equal to RHS sums MCQ में नहीं पूछ सकते. I'll show you today I will do the sums that they will ask. कैसे sums पूछेंगे but entrance exam में LHS is RHS, how do you write it? Proof वाले sums नहीं पूछ सकते because MCQs format में होंगे. चलो let's focus on this. Now sin cos tan को याद रखने के लिए हमको ये sequence तो याद रहता है, sin cos tan, right? Now there is a trick to remember the ratios which is Pandit Badri Prasad हर हर बोले. Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole. If you remember that, so base, perpendicular and hypotenuse. Base is B, perpendicular is P, hypotenuse is H. So we say Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole. So P by H is sine, B by H is cos and P by B is equal to tan. To remember this formula, you just have to remember B means base, बाजू वाला, perpendicular is height, सामने वाला, hypotenuse is this one. So पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर हर बोले. ये रेशियो अगर याद होगा, this is sin cos tan. Kairavi is giving me a better way to remember sin cos tan. पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर हर बोले, सोना चांदी तोले. So सोना चांदी तोले, SCT is sin cos tan. So Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole, sona chandi tole. That formula will give you the trigonometric ratios of sine, cos and tan. I did not know the last part, Kairavi. Great. So that formula is also useful to remember in what sequence the three formulas are. So sine is P upon H, C is B upon H, T is P upon B. Good. Will everybody be able to remember these ratios? How the ratios are derived? Which ratio is called sine, which is called cos and which is called tan? चलो बढ़िया है. Now comes the खतरनाक part, right? You remember guys, ये टेबल होता था 0 डिग्री, 30 डिग्रीज, 45 डिग्रीज, 60 डिग्रीज एंड 90 डिग्रीज. एंड सबके वैल्यूज हमको याद रखने थे, राइट? सो फॉर 6 ratios you have to remember 5 values. That means 6 5s are total 30 values याद रखने पड़ते थे. बट इन रियलिटी ये टेबल बनाना बच्चों का खेल है. What if I told you you don't have to memorize these values at all? This entire table can be made using some basic funding, right? चलो इतना तो हमको पता है कि cosec is nothing but 1 divided by sine, sec is nothing but 1 divided by cos and cot is nothing but 1 divided by tan. तो अगर sine का वैल्यू पता है तो cosec का वैल्यू तो उसको उल्टा कर देना है, एंड सेक का वैल्यू पता है, कॉस का वैल्यू पता है तो सेक का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा, एंड टैन का वैल्यू पता है तो कॉट का वैल्यू तो उसका उल्टा ही है. सो कोसेक, सेक एंड कॉट की वैल्यू तो याद रखनी नहीं है. वी ओनली हैव टू रिमेंबर साइन, कॉस एंड टैन. मेहनत आधी हो गई, गुड और बैड. मेहनत आधी कर दी हमने, टेबल में आधे वैल्यूज तो ऐसे ही करने हैं, बेस्ट है, राइट? अब गाइस tan का वैल्यू तो sin डिवाइडेड बाय cos ही होता है ना. tan इज नथिंग बट sin डिवाइडेड बाय cos. तो अगर sin cos पता है तो tan की क्या जरूरत है, tan तो अपने आप मिल जाएगा। तो बाय रिमेंबरिंग साइन एंड कॉस आई डोंट इवन नीड द वैल्यू ऑफ tan, tan की भी कोई जरूरत नहीं है, और कम कर दिया हमने मेहनत। गुड और नॉट? आउट ऑफ 6 रोज 4 रोज तो हमने एलिमिनेट कर दिए, बढ़िया है, बेस्ट है। चलो और गुड न्यूज देता हूं, साइन का जो लेफ्ट टू राइट वैल्यू है कॉस के लिए वही वैल्यूज रिवर्स में लिखना है। साइन के जो वैल्यूज हैं लेफ्ट टू राइट, कॉस के लिए वही वैल्यूज उल्टा लिख दो। यानी कि अगर साइन पता हो तो कॉस याद रखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। तो 6 में से 5 रोज तो ऐसे ही उड़ गए। तो अभी तो मुझे सिर्फ साइन पे मेहनत करनी है। साइन अगर आ गया तो उल्टा लिख दो, कॉस आ गया, साइन कॉस दोनों आ गए तो टैन आ जाएगा, साइन कॉस टैन तीनों आते हैं तो कोसेक सेक कॉट आ जाएगा। राइट श्रुत, इफ यू फील दिस इज क्रेम दे ला क्रेम, मैं लाइफ में और मजे लाने वाला हूं। साइन के लिए आपको क्या याद रखना है बच्चों, बचपन से नंबर्स पढ़े हैं हमने, राइट? 0 से नंबर्स आते हैं आपको। चलो 0 के बाद क्या आता है, 1, 1 के बाद क्या आता है, 2, 2 के बाद क्या आता है, 3, 3 के बाद क्या आता है, 4। सो लिखो 0 1 2 3 4। 4 तक पहुंच गए तो चलो सबको 4 से डिवाइड कर देते हैं। सारे के सारे नंबर्स को 4 से डिवाइड कर दो, और अभी सबका स्क्वायर रूट ले लो, सारे नंबर्स का स्क्वायर रूट ले लो। तो लेट अस सी, 0 डिवाइडेड बाय 4 इज 0, 0 का रूट 0, तो साइन पहला नंबर हो गया 0। 1/4 का स्क्वायर रूट लेना है, 1 का रूट 1, 4 का रूट 2, सेकेंड नंबर हो गया 1/2। थर्ड में 2/4, इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो होगा 1/2। 1/2 का स्क्वायर रूट, 1 का स्क्वायर रूट 1, 2 का स्क्वायर रूट 2, 1/√2। रूट 3/4, 3 का रूट 3, 4 का रूट 2, तो रूट 3/2। 4/4 इज 1, 1 का स्क्वायर रूट 1, हो गया मेरा पूरा। तो 0, 1/2, 1/√2, रूट 3/2 एंड 1। बट इसको याद रखने के लिए भी कुछ नहीं करना है, सारे नंबर सीक्वेंस में लिखो, 0 1 2 3 4, सबको 4 से डिवाइड करो, सबका स्क्वायर रूट निकालो, साइन के वैल्यूज आ गए। टड़ा! स्कूल में टीचर ने साइन के वैल्यूज रट्टे मरवाए थे, ऐसे सिखाया था? अगर ऐसे सिखाया था तो वेरी गुड, अगर रट्टा मरवाया था तो भगवान बचाए हमको। बट इफ दिस मेथड वाज टॉट तो बहुत सिंपल हो गया। तो चलो लेट्स क्लियर अप दिस टेबल एंड पुट ऑल द वैल्यूज वंस अगेन। राइट, लेट्स क्लियर अप दिस टेबल एंड पुट ऑल द वैल्यूज वंस अगेन। तो क्या करना था, शुरुआत से हमको पहले 0/4 का रूट, फिर 1/4 का रूट, फिर 2/4 का रूट, फिर 3/4 का रूट, फिर 4/4 का रूट। That means for sine my values are 0, 1/2, 1/√2, root 3 divided by 2 and 1. अब cos में क्या है, जो साइन में है उसका उल्टा cos में जाओ। तो राइट से चालू करो, 0, 1/2, 1/√2, रूट 3/2 एंड 1। लेफ्ट टू राइट हमने साइन के लिए लिखा, राइट टू लेफ्ट हमने cos के लिए लिख दिया। साइन क्या है, tan क्या है, साइन डिवाइडेड बाय कॉस करोगे तो tan आएगा। 0 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 0, दोनों में से डिनोमिनेटर कॉमन है, 2 निकाल दो तो 1/√3। दोनों नंबर सेम है तो 1, दोनों में से 2 कॉमन निकाल दो तो रूट 3/1। एंड 1 को 0 से डिवाइड करने का डेफिनेशन ही नहीं है, तो 0, 1/√3, 1 √3 एंड अनडिफाइंड। राइट, tan के वैल्यूज मिल गए। यहां तक समझ में आ गया साइन, कॉस एंड टैन। बस अब कोसेक, जो साइन का वैल्यू है उसको 1 डिवाइडेड कर दो, तो 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 0 आई डोंट नो, 1/2 का उल्टा 2/1, 1/√2 का उल्टा √2/1, रूट 3/2 का उल्टा 2/√3, 1/1 इज 1। कोसेक एंड सेक का वही रिश्ता उल्टे में लिखना है तो 1 2 अपॉन रूट 3 1 sorry, this is root 2, then this is 2 and this is dash. tan का रिवर्स ले लो cot, तो dash root 3 1 upon root 3 and 0 and our table is complete. मेहनतीज नहीं है, पूरा 30 का 30 वैल्यूज साइन कॉस टैन कोसेक सेक कॉट पूरा टेबल हम एक झटके में क्लियर कर सकते हैं. Easy. Only thing is we need to understand the relationship between the numbers. Did everybody get how to create all these numbers? एग्जाम में इतनी मेहनत नहीं होगी. एग्जाम में तो आपको डायरेक्टली एक आध नंबर ही करना पड़ेगा. बट इफ रिक्वायर्ड, अगर कहीं पे गलती से कोई ऐसा सम पूछ लिया जहां मैं आपको पूछा कि tan 30 क्या है, tan 45 कितना है, तो 2 मिनट लगेंगे, फटाफट ये टेबल बन जाएगा और इससे हम सारे वैल्यूज निकाल सकते हैं. Now remember, these values are for 0 degrees, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degrees. Right? You have to remember. These values, this table is only for 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Right? So अगर कोई बोले tan 45 कितना है, तो tan 45 is nothing but 1. Tan 45 is 1. So what is the meaning of tan 45 is 1? When you say tan 45 की वैल्यू 1 है, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? So in a right angled triangle, tan 45 means if this is theta, tan means opposite upon adjacent. So here it means length of opposite upon adjacent is 1, which means opposite and adjacent sides are of the same length. tan 45 is equal to 1 का मतलब है right angle triangle में when the value of the angle is 45 degrees, then the length of the opposite and the adjacent side are equal to each other. So tan 45 is equal to 1 का मतलब is that opposite and adjacent side are in the ratio of 1. That means they are of the same length. So when somebody says the value of sine 30 is equal to 1 upon 2. Sin 30 is 1 upon 2 का मतलब क्या है? If this is 30 degrees, sin क्या होता है? Opposite upon hypotenuse. So when this is 30 degrees, इसका लेंथ अगर 1 है तो हाइपोटेनस का लेंथ उससे डबल होगा. सो ऑपोजिट का लेंथ अगर 3 सेंटीमीटर्स है तो हाइपोटेन्यूज का लेंथ 6 सेंटीमीटर्स होगा. दैट इज ऑल दिस रेशियो मीन्स. Did you understand the meaning of these ratios? That is all this ratio means. The length of the two sides given का ratio ये number बताता है. चल. Now let's take a look at problems. Right? One simple problems होंगे जो ratio के based हैं. पहले वो कुछ problems देख लेते हैं. Then we will come to heights and distance. So, supposing they say, what is the value of sine 30 plus cos 30 minus sine 60 plus cos 60? Sine 30 plus cos 30 minus sine 60 plus cos 60. These are random problems, I guess. Swayam. Some of them may be from the book, some of them may be random. Don't worry about it. You don't need the book right now. I'm putting up all the problems on the screen. You don't need the book right now. All the problems are there on this. I'll be putting on the screen. So you don't need to open anything right now. Anmol, complementary values means? Complementary values, what do you mean by that? Sin theta is cos 90 minus theta. Yes, it is not required, but if you know that, excellent. ASTC, the 4 quadrants. I hope you know the positive. If you know this, then you also know that the positive negative values in the 4 quadrant as what? Yeah, ओके, बट उस लेवल पे जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती एग्जाम में, वो लेवल का तो कभी भी नहीं पूछते. सी इफ यू रिमेंबर द वैल्यूज ऑफ द साइन कॉस टैन तो ठीक है, वरना एक चीज हम याद रख सकते हैं दैट साइन के लिए ये जो है वो कॉस के लिए है. सो साइन 30 इज द सेम एज कॉस 60 एंड कॉस 30 इज सेम एज साइन 60. तो साइन 30 एंड कॉस 60 कैंसिल आउट हो जाएंगे, कॉस 30 एंड साइन 60 कैंसिल आउट हो जाएंगे. माई आंसर हैज टू बी बी. आई डोंट इवन नीड द वैल्यूज. राइट, आंसर इज बी बिकॉज साइन 30 की जो वैल्यू है वही वैल्यू कॉस 60 की है एंड साइन 60 की जो वैल्यू है वही वैल्यू कॉस 30 की है. ख्याति टेबल, पिछले टेबल में जाएंगे. सी रिमेंबर दिस टेबल. इसमें देखो साइन 30 इज 1/2, cos 60 is 1/2. So sin 30 and cos 60 are the same. Similarly, sin 60 is √3/2. Cos 30 is also √3/2. वैल्यू सेम है ना उनका, टेबल में उनकी वैल्यू सेम है. तो sin 30 एंड cos 60 दोनों का सेम नंबर एक दूसरे को कैंसिल कर सकता है. राइट, डिड यू गेट इट? हाँ, सी डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज. इसको मैं वैल्यू से लिखूं, sin 30 is 1/2, cos 30 is √3/2, sin 60 is √3/2, cos 60 is 1/2. So instead of writing and remembering these values, मैं डायरेक्टली याद रखूंगा कि sin 30 एंड cos 60 का वैल्यू सेम होगा. सो कितना वैल्यू है हमको करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. नाउ सम पीपल आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री रूल्स. चलो वो मैं बता ही देता हूं. रिमेंबर गाइस दैट sin थीटा is the same as cos 90 minus theta and vice versa. So this is for, that is something called a quadrant, right? This is 0, this is pi/2, this is pi, and this is 3pi/2. And remember, in trigonometry the value of pi is taken as 180 degrees. Pi/2 is 90, right? So this is 90, this is 180 degrees and this is 270 degrees. 0 पे वापस 360 डिग्री आ जाता है. Now this is known as A, S, C and T. इस वैल्यू में all the values are positive. यहां पे सिर्फ sin is positive, यहां पे सिर्फ cos is positive and यहां पे सिर्फ tan remains positive. So when the value is 90, तो sin theta and cos 90 minus theta they are the same. इसका application advanced trigonometry में आता है. Don't get confused by this, right? If you're getting confused by this, forget it. This is only for those who know advanced trigonometry. हमको सिर्फ इतना याद रखना है कि sin theta and cos 90 minus theta उसकी वैल्यू सेम होती है. After school to cinema. हाँ Krish, that's what I said. ASCT नहीं, is after school to cinema. तो ASTC, sorry. The mnemonic to remember is after school to cinema. तो ASTC, right. It's not ASCT. I should use that mnemonic. After school to cinema, ASTC. Right. So, but you don't need this because the concept is not used in basic trigo. Yeah, Krish, it is ASTC, right? After school to cinema. Chalo. Shall we move ahead? Tan 30 divided by cot 60. This is easy. Correct. So tan 30 is 1 divided by √3 and cot 60 is also 1 divided by √3. So when you cancel both, the answer is 1. Answer is D, 1. सिद्धांत 1/2 कहाँ से आएगा? It's 1. tan 30 and cot 60 का वैल्यू सेम है. Yes, they are complementary. tan 30 is same as cot 60. So answer is 1. Tan 30 and cot 60 have the same value. चलो, sec square theta minus 1 is equal to which of these? Yes, if you remember the formula, right? Sine square plus cos square is 1. Divide everything by sine square. We get tan square, 1 plus cot square is cosec square. Or if you divide everything by cos square, then you get tan square plus 1 is equal to sec square. So sec square minus 1 is nothing but tan square. 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. So sec square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. Got this? This is a direct formula here. Shiv, see. Did you remember we did this formula? 1 plus tan square is equal to sec square. 1 plus tan square is sec square. Remember that formula? शिव, do you remember this formula? हाँ, तो बस दोनों साइड -1 कर दो तो sec square minus 1 is tan square. ये डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला का एप्लीकेशन ही पूछा है आपको. नाउ डिड यू गेट इट? Okay. Chalo. If the value of cos A is 4 by 5, then what is the value of tan A? So right angle triangle, if I say this is theta, then this is adjacent side, this is the opposite side, and this is my hypotenuse. Now cos is nothing but adjacent upon hypotenuse. So if adjacent upon hypotenuse, this is 4 and this is 5, so Pythagoras theorem say I can find out this value will be 3, and tan is nothing but opposite upon adjacent, so that is 3 divided by 4, option B. So I am 3 divided by 4, option B. Did everybody get this one? Okay. Chalo. If sine A is A by B, then what is the value of cos A? If sine A is A by B, then what is the value of cos A? Chill, Ryan, check कर लो. See, यहाँ पे we will use the formula sine square plus cos square is equal to 1. So can I say sine square is 1 minus cos square, or sine, but I want to find the value of cos, right? So can I say cos square is nothing but 1 minus sine square? So cos is nothing but under root of 1 minus sine square. So under root of sine square is A by B, so 1 minus A square by B square. So इसको simplify करेंगे तो B square minus A square and B बाहर आ जाएगा. That is option B is my answer. Krish, Rayan, Shiv, now did you get it? Sirf simplification is to be done here. Did not get it? Chalo, let me do it once again. See, we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So इसको पहले simplify करते हैं. Cos square is equal to 1 minus sine square. So cos is under root of 1 minus sine square. Did you understand it till here? Shiv, I literally put up the formula on the screen. Sine square plus cos square is 1. चलो. So, sine की value क्या है? It is given that sine is a by b. So, a by b का square. This is a square upon b square. This, if I simplify, it becomes b square minus a square the whole upon b square. तो न्यूमरेटर को वैसे का वैसा रखो, डिनोमिनेटर के b square और रूट को बाहर निकाल दो. So this is the answer. Now did you get it? Kathy, Moksh, Moksha, Moksh, whatever. कौन सा पार्ट? लास्ट वाला कौन सा? अंडर रूट सी इज इक्वल टू 1 माइनस ए स्क्वायर अपॉन बी स्क्वायर. ओके, सी यहां तक समझ में आ गया. वी गॉट दैट कॉस is nothing but 1 minus b square by a square. Did you understand it till here? Yes. So now 1 a square को अगर मुझे कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर लेके आना है तो कैन आई से 1 की जगह पे a स्क्वायर अपॉन a स्क्वायर माइनस b स्क्वायर अपॉन a स्क्वायर. 1 को I can convert into a square upon a square so that the denominator becomes the same. Did you get it? Okay. So now, अब दोनों का डिनोमिनेटर सेम है तो कॉमन ले लो. तो न्यूमरेटर बिकम्स a स्क्वायर, सॉरी b स्क्वायर माइनस a स्क्वायर. सॉरी, दिस इज a अपॉन b. So I'll take b square. This is a upon b. So this becomes b square minus a square upon b square. Right? हाँ, a का b का a हो गया. I'm just showing the simplification part. Did you get it? ए अपॉन बी अपॉन उल्टा ले लिया मैंने, बट फंडा समझ में आ गया. राइट. क्रिश इज आस्किंग कैन इट बी डन बाय पाइथागोरस थ्योरम? इट कैन एब्सोल्युटली बी डन बाय पाइथागोरस थ्योरम. लेट मी शो यू हाउ टू डू इट बाय पाइथागोरस थ्योरम. नाउ इट इज गिवन दैट साइन इज ए अपॉन बी. सो ऑपोजिट अपॉन हाइपोटेनस, दिस इज ए अपॉन बी. नाउ इफ दिस आई टेक एज एक्स, can I say x square plus a square is b square? So x square is b square minus a square. So x is root of b square minus a square. So can I say that this side is b square minus a square? So if I want to find cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Answer आ गया. Right? So if you don't remember the formula that sine square plus cos square is 1, you can also solve it using Pythagoras' theorem. Krish, correct? You can also do it like this. Shiv, so formula याद रखना compulsory नहीं है. Formula अगर आपको याद है, you can use it. If you don't, you can also solve it using Pythagoras' theorem like this. Because like I said, sine square plus cos square is equal to 1 is nothing but representation of Pythagoras' theorem. When I was showing you the formula, I showed how Pythagoras' theorem is used to derive that formula. So anyway, whichever is easy for you, you can use it. Correct? Whichever one is easy, we can use it. Did everybody understand these problems? Chalo. Now, let's move on to the concept of heights and distances. Right, let's take a look at the concept of heights and distances. So, heights and distances में the problem typically क्या होगा कि there is a person standing on the ground and that person is looking at a building. Right? तो building जब वो देखता है, one, he looks at the base of the building, जो सीधी आंख से सीधी लाइन निकलती है. And second, he looks at the top of the building, right? So from the person, one line is directly to the base, assuming that the person is also at the base. So when a person is standing at the base, the straight line is towards the base. assuming that the eye and the base are at the same height. So one line goes towards the base, one line goes towards the top. So the angle which is between the base and the top, this angle is known as your angle of elevation. Elevation means ऊपर की तरफ देखना. So सीधी नजर एंड ऊपर की तरफ नजर, इन दोनों के बीच में जो एंगल है, that is known as your angle of elevation. Angle of elevation, did you understand? When you are looking at something, a tall building, the angle that your eye makes between the base and the top, that is known as your angle of elevation. Are you clear with what is meant by angle of elevation? Okay. Now, instead of standing at the bottom, if I am looking from the top of the building, right? So नीचे से ऊपर की तरफ तो angle of elevation है, but if I am standing at the top of the building, right, and I am looking at something at the bottom, let us assume that there is a object at the bottom, और मैं ऊपर से देख रहा हूं, तो मेरी नजर एक तो सीधे सामने की तरफ जाएगी एंड मेरी नजर ऑब्जेक्ट की तरफ नीचे आएगी. So the angle which is formed here is known as my angle of depression. It's called the angle of depression, right? So angle of elevation जब मैं ऊपर की तरफ देखता हूं, angle of depression जब मैं नीचे की तरफ देखता हूं, and both these angles are the same. Moksh, did you get it? If I'm looking at the bottom and looking upwards, I get my angle of elevation. If I'm looking at an object which is below me, तो ये angle जो बनेगा between the straight line and the object, that is known as my angle of depression. It's moksha. Is it moksha or moksha? Moksha. Oh, okay. Because I had a student called Moksh in my previous batch, so I always get confused. No problem. Moksha. ठीक है. चलो. Okay. Did everybody understand angle of elevation and depression? एक तो सीधा लाइन ड्रॉ करो, आंख से सीधा लाइन ड्रॉ करो. बाकी ऊपर की तरफ जाओगे तो एलिवेशन, नीचे की तरफ जाओगे तो डिप्रेशन. So angle of depression, no, it's not outside the triangle. See, I can complete the triangle. So for this triangle, this is the angle of depression. They are two separate triangles. I can look at it as two separate triangles. Manya, did you get that? Angle of depression, triangle तो मैं कहीं पे भी बना सकता हूं, तो triangle इस साइड बना दो. So angle of elevation and depression, they are alternate angles, alternate interior angles. Khushi, correct. So the value will be the same. नीचे से ऊपर या ऊपर से नीचे, angle will become the same. Right? So, अब इसके typical problems कैसे आएंगे? है trigonometry. Here the important part is the diagram. If you get the diagram correct, solving it is very easy. So let's see. It is given that the angle of elevation from the top of a tower. So there is a tower, right? There is a tower. Let us say this is the tower AB. So angle of elevation to the top of a tower from a point 20 meter from the base. So if I say this is point C, so I say this point is 20 meters away, right? And the angle of elevation to the top of the tower. So C से angle of elevation ये हुआ. This angle is 60 degrees. Then I have to find out height of the tower. If I know, did you understand the diagram first? C is 20 meters away from the base. C से angle 60 degree का बनता है, तो height of the tower क्या होगा? Correct. मुझे ये angle की value पता है. This is 60 degrees. I know the बाजू वाला and I want opposite वाला. So can I say tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent? tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent. So can I say the value of AB is 20 multiplied by tan 60? Tan 60 कितना होता है? 0, 1 upon root 3, 1 root 3. Tan 60 की value is root 3. टेबल याद हो तो. So 20 times root 3 is the value of AB. So the height of the tower is 20 root 3. Calculate करोगे. Root 3 is 1.7. So 20 times 1.7, 34 point something आएगा. But in trigonometry, root को root ही रखते हैं. So did you understand? Height of the tower will be 20 root 3. That's what I said, Shruti. जैसे आंसर ऑप्शंस होंगे, आंसर्स अगर पॉइंट में होंगे तो कन्वर्ट करो. आंसर अगर रूट के फॉर्म में दिया हुआ तो रूट, वो तो क्योंकि एमसीक्यूज होंगे ना. यू डोंट हैव टू राइट द आंसर, यू हैव टू सिलेक्ट द आंसर. तो आंसर जो फॉर्मेट में होगा वो फॉर्मेट में रखो इसको. इन ट्रिग्नोमेट्री नॉर्मली दे विल, is calculator allowed in exams? No. And even if it is allowed, remember in entrance exams, if you feel the need for a calculator, you are doing something wrong. Even with a calculator, in most exams, you should be able to solve it without a calculator. The questions will be designed that the calculator will only waste your time. The questions will never require a calculator. But in most exams, calculators are not allowed. It's not required actually. Did everybody understand this particular problem? I hope everybody understood what this problem was. So let's take another problem of the same type. I'm standing at the top of a vertical cliff. Cliff is nothing but a mountain. So I'm standing on top of a mountain. It is 15 meters above ground level. If the angle of depression to a point which is x meters from the base of the cliff is 30, then what is the value of x? Getting the diagram is the important portion. Solving it is पप्पू. Solution कुछ भी नहीं है, बस डायग्राम सही बनाना पड़ेगा. Are you sure, Anmol? Kushi, are you sure? Kairvi and Krish got it. Rayan, good. Kushi, are you sure? See, it is given that I'm standing at the top of a cliff. So this is the cliff, right? A, B, I'm standing here. And this is 15 meters above ground level. Height of the cliff is given. Now, a point X, a point is X meters away from the base. Now it is given that the angle of depression to this point, is 30. So if this angle is 30, so this angle will also be 30. अभी obviously opposite and adjacent है. So tan 30 is opposite upon adjacent. So x is 15 divided by tan 30, and tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. So 15 divided by 1 upon root 3 is 15 into root 3. So my answer is 15 root 3. (15 multiplied by root 3 is your answer. Did everybody get this one? Chalo, let's do it once again. Let's take a look at it once again. It is given that I'm standing at the top of the mountain AB, right? Now, the height of the mountain is 15, cliff is 15, and the point which is away, that is x meters away from the base, right? Now, the angle of depression, this is given as 30 degrees. So if this is 30 degrees, then this will also be 30 degrees. Are we together on this? आर्या, यहां तक समझ में आया? Okay, so now 15 and x को यूज करना है, राइट? सो कौन सा वैल्यू लूंगा? ऑपोजिट एंड एडजेसेंट, सो ऑब्वियसली आई हैव टू टेक tan 30. Now Moksha, if I take sin 30 will be equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse will give you this value. फिर उसके बाद वापस आपको मेहनत करके ये कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, डबल मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. So Moksha, using sin 30, I can do it, but it will take multiple steps. Why do I need to do 2-3 steps when I can get the answer in one? Sin 30 will give me the value of the hypotenuse. I don't need the value of the hypotenuse. I need the value of the base. So finding the value of hypotenuse using sine is useless. Do you get that? Okay. Now Shiv is asking, can I take 60 degrees? Supposing I take this as 60 degrees. Yes. But if I take this as 60 degrees, then for this 60, x upon 15 क्या होगा? If I take tan 60, then I have to take is equal to opposite upon adjacent like this. So 50 into tan 60 is again 15 root 3. It will come. Shiv, if you take angle 60, yes, you can do it. Only thing is properly you have to adjust the values. Answer तो obviously आएगा. X upon y, y upon x, you will get it. Did everybody understand it? कोई भी ले सकते हो. See, tan 30 लोगे तो 15 upon x, tan 60 लोगे तो x upon 15. आंसर दोनों से आएगा, सेम आंसर आएगा. करेक्ट? चलो, let's try one more. Now this is also a very popular type of question of heights and distances. 2 points A and B are on either, that is opposite sides of the tower, such that A, base of the tower, and B are in straight line. The angle of elevation from point A and B to the top of the tower is 45 and 30 degrees respectively. If the distance between AB is 50, then what is the height of the tower? Very interesting problem. School में heights and distance में ये problem typically they used to ask. This problem typically was in the school textbooks of heights and distances. Let's see who can solve this first. Angle of elevation. See, if angle of elevation is given, it always means from the base. The word elevation means it is from the base. If it is from the top, it will be known as angle of depression. Karvi, did you get it? So when they say angle of elevation, it always means bottom to top, from base. Kairavi, yes. Other Shrut, Rayan, no. Kairavi got the answer right so far. क्रिश नो, प्लस माइनस में थोड़ा लोचा मार रही है जनता. Others, are you able to understand and create a diagram for this problem first? Okay. Rayan got it. Chalo. So it is given that 2 points A and B are on either side of a tower. So there is a tower. There are 2 points A and B, right? So let's say this is point A and this is point B. They are in a straight line. So the base A and B are in a straight line. The angle of elevation, so for point A, the angle of elevation is 45. The angle of elevation for point B is 30 degrees. Okay. The distance between AB is 50. So I can say this total distance is 50, distance between AB. So if I take let me name this point as C. So if I take AC as X, then BC will be 50 minus X. Are we together so far? Did everybody understand it so far? Right. Now remember guys, in a right angle triangle, if one angle is 45, that means the other angle is also 45, making it an isosceles triangle. So if AC is X, that means the vertical length is also X. If AC is X, then the vertical length is also X. So now in triangle BCD, can I say tan 30 is opposite upon adjacent? And if tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3, then 1 by root 3 is x upon 50 minus x. So I can say 50 minus x is equal to root 3x, or 50 is root 3x plus x, which is equal to x into root 3 plus 1. So if 50 is equal to x into root 3 plus 1, then x is equal to 50 divided by root 3 plus 1. And that's pretty much my answer. You don't have to simplify more than this. So the value of x, the height of the tower, is 50 divided by 1 plus root 3. Now, Anmol, root 25 into root 3 minus 1. Let's see. If I multiply it by root 3 minus 1, then 50 into root 3 minus 1 upon 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1, root 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 25. Yes. So this can be simplified into 25 into root 3 minus 1. If you got this, even that is correct. Okay. No, Swam. They won't ask you to simplify it. Root 3 के फॉर्म में रखेंगे उसको. Because root 3 is 1.7, तो 50 को 2.7 से डिवाइड करना बहुत त्रास होगा. They will not see, इतनी मेहनत कराने के बाद पॉइंट में डिवाइड नहीं करवाएंगे. They will generally the option will be in the root format. Chalo, let me do this question once again. Hetvi, did you understand the diagram part of it? This is A, this is B. Let me name this as C and D. This is 45 degrees and this is 30 degrees. यहां तक समझ में आ गया? Okay. So AC का डिस्टेंस अगर x है, तो BC का डिस्टेंस is 50 minus x. Did you understand this? Because AB total 50 है. If one part is x, the remaining is 50 minus x. Okay. CD is also equal to x because AC and CD will be same because it's 45 degrees. Did you understand this portion? Okay. So now in triangle BCD, can I say tan 30 degrees is opposite upon adjacent? Triangle BCD में tan 30 is x upon 1 minus x, x 150 minus x. Okay. Tan 30 की वैल्यू डाल दो. Tan 30 is nothing but 1 divided by root 3 is equal to x upon 50 minus x. सो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन 50 माइनस एक्स को इस बाजू लेके आओ, √3 को ऑपोजिट साइड लेके जाओ, 50 को यहां पे रखो, x को ऑपोजिट साइड पे लेके जाओ, 50 को यहां पे रखो, x को कॉमन निकाल दो, 1 प्लस √3. सो यहां पे x की वैल्यू 50 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस √3. डिड यू गेट इट नाउ? अंडरस्टूड? यस अनमोल, मोस्टली तो tan की वैल्यू चाहिए होती है, मोस्टली tan की वैल्यू चाहिए होती है, बट अगेन इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम इज, राइट? ओके, चलो. नाउ सपोज 2 points A and B are on the same side of a tower such that A, B and the base are in a straight line and the angle of elevations are given and the height of the tower is given. You have to find what is the distance AB. Interesting problem, this one. Let's see who gets this one. Should not take more than a minute if your concepts are clear. ना खुशी, ना आंसर थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है. Kairvi, almost there, almost there. Swayam, no. Krish, perfect. Anmol, correct, exact. श्रुत, वेरी गुड. शिव, थोड़ा चेक कर लो, कुछ तो गड़बड़ किया, कुछ गड़बड़ है, कहीं पे कोई गड़बड़ किया है आपने कैलकुलेशन में. Rayan, got it. Chalo, let's check. So it is given that there are 2 points AB on the same side of the tower, right? If they are on the same side of the tower, so this is the tower. Let's assume that these are the 2 points. Now, which one is A and which one is B? I don't know. But it is given that angle of elevation from A is 45 and B is 60. So the angle, the point which is nearby will have the larger angle and the point which is away, ये छोटा वाला angle है. So if A is the point 45 degrees, then this must be A and this must be B. So let's name this as C and D. Did we get it so far? यहां तक डायग्राम समझ में आ गया? Everybody? how we understood which was point A and which was point B. Okay. So now it says the height of the tower is 20 meters. Now, ये अगर 45 डिग्री है तो in triangle ACD, AC should be equal to CD, because ACD में if angle A is 45 degrees, so this entire angle is 45 degrees, which means AC is also 20. This entire length is 20. Right? So, let's assume that this BC is equal to X. So, AB will be 20 minus X. Are we together so far? Now, in triangle BCD, tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent. So X is equal to 20 divided by tan 60. So that is 20 divided by root 3. But I need the value of AB, and AB is 20 minus X. So my answer is 20 minus 20 divided by root 3. If I simplify this, this will be 20 times root 3 minus 20 upon root 3, which will be 20 common. So 20 into root 3 minus 1, the divided by root 3. Swayam, how is AC 20? Swayam, in triangle ACD, just focus on triangle ACD, forget this portion. In triangle ACD, if this is 45 and this is 90, this is also 45, making it an isosceles triangle. अभी दोनों प्रॉब्लम्स में हमने देखा ना यार, 45 डिग्री वाला होता है तो साइड सेम होते हैं. So in the last two problems we did the same concept. Whenever we have 45 degrees, that makes it an isosceles triangle. So the two sides will be the same. Did everybody get this one? Pakka wala pakka. Okay. Let's take one last example for the day. Let's take one last example. Easy, छोटा वाला है. The angle of elevation of a ladder leaning against a wall is 60 degrees. And the foot of the ladder is 4.6 meters away. What is the length of the ladder? Now यहाँ पे decimal point में है answer. You have to be careful. Right? The answer is not in root form. The answer is in decimal form. Yes, Kushi, correct. Krish, check your calculation once. Rehan, check it. Anmol, right. Yes, Khyati, that's right. Moksha, no. Nitya, correct. Surya, no. See, so it is given that there is a wall, right? And there is a ladder leaning against the wall. So let's complete the diagram. AB is my wall, AC is my ladder, and BC is the distance between the base and the ladder base. Now it is the angle of elevation is 60. That means this angle is 60 degree. Although it doesn't look like it, the angle of elevation is 60. And the foot of the ladder is 4.6 away from the wall. So this distance is 4.6. And I need to find the length of the ladder, which means I need to find out AC. Right? So adjacent and hypotenuse. So when I want adjacent upon hypotenuse, I will say cos 60 is adjacent, is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So value of x is 4.6 divided by cos 60, and cos 60 is 1 upon 2. So 4.6 divided by 1 upon 2 is 4.6 into 2, which is 9.2. So my answer is 9.2 meters. Did everybody get this one? Right? तो हर जगह tan यूज नहीं होता. यहाँ पे of course tan भी कर सकते हो, तो आपको वॉल का हाइट मिल जाएगा, फिर पाइथागोरस से लैडर का करना पड़ेगा. बट डबल मेहनत क्यों करें जब डायरेक्टली कॉस से वैल्यू कर सकते हैं. सो हियर इट्स नॉट tan, हियर कॉस विल बी यूज्ड. श्रुत, अगेन इट डिपेंड्स. रूट सी, अगर आपको सिर्फ सिंगल डेसिमल पॉइंट तक ही चाहिए तो रूट 2 की वैल्यू 1.4 ले लो, रूट 3 की वैल्यू 1.7 ले लो. अगर 2 डेसिमल पॉइंट्स तक चाहिए तो 1.41, 1.73 ले सकते हो. 3 तक चाहिए तो 1.414, 1.732. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ एक्यूरेटली दे आर आस्किंग यू द आंसर. ऑप्शन में आंसर बहुत राउंडेड है तो उसके हिसाब से आप ले सकते हो. अयान, कोई भी यूज कर सकते हो. सेक इज नथिंग बट 1 cos, तो सेक करोगे तो 1 cos का वैल्यू है. आंसर यूज तो कोई भी कर सकते हो. साइन भी यूज कर सकते हो. cos 60 की जगह sin 30 ले सकते हो अगर मैं दूसरा वाला एंगल ले लूं तो. सी, यू कैन यूज एनी ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो एज लॉन्ग एज इट यू यूज द प्रॉपर रेशियो. यू कैन यूज मल्टीपल रेशियोज, बट आंसर आना चाहिए. इस साइड से जगह, सो कॉस में आपने 4.6 अपॉन एक्स ले लिया है, सेक लोगे तो x अपॉन 4.6 लोगे. दैट्स इट. आंसर तो वही आएगा. अल्टीमेटली आंसर तो वही आएगा आपके. ठीक है. सो डिड एवरीबडी अंडरस्टैंड बेसिक्स ऑफ ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज एंड हाउ टू सॉल्व प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ हाइट्स एंड डिस्टेंस? क्रिश, 50 डिवाइडेड बाय रूट 3 माइनस 1, किसका आंसर? ये पिछले वाले का आंसर दे रहे हो, किसका आंसर दे रहे हो? इसका तो आंसर 9.2 है. ऑप्शंस दिए हुए हैं. ओह ठीक है, चलो, नो प्रॉब्लम. चलो गाइस, वी आर डन फॉर द डे. कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग वट एवर वी डिड. वोकैबुलरी के बुक में फॉरेन वर्ड्स विल बी देयर टू डू दैट. मैथ्स में ट्रिग्नोमेट्री, राइट, नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर बट सम बेसिक प्रॉब्लम्स इफ यू नो, इट्स गुड. So if there are no more doubts, we can exit the session. 11:30, you will receive the second ID password for GK. 11:30, after half an hour. So till then, have a good day. You may exit the session.